Alright, so this is just a random, like, short recording thing. Watch me say short and then it turns out to be, like, super long or something. See, under usual circumstances I would hope for that, but it's already late, so I'm really hoping I don't stay up for too much later. This is what I have so far. Oh, it's so adorable! And it's like, whoa, I actually animated the tail well? What? Tail animation is not exactly the easiest for me, but it's like, what? I actually did it? Like, well, that tail, like, swish, wagging kind of movement, I'm not really that good at animating, and I would, like, be like, man, I wish I could, because, like, I want to do that, like, that animation, like, animate that, like, kind of tail movement, but I would keep failing. And that tail animation that you just saw there, I expected it to be even more of a fail than usual, but then it was actually like better than usual, and I'm like, what? What happened? I don't know, but it's pretty amazing. Anyway, oh yeah, I guess I should just talk about why. Well, I was gonna say why Skywolves is taking so long. Because I keep being way slower animating than I mean to be. And I promise that it's not an insult to anyone, like if they animate slower or, well, I mean, it's not an insult to anyone in general. But yeah, so I really hope that it doesn't get taken that way. But yeah, I keep wanting to animate like way faster, and like I know I can, but I keep failing for some reason. Like for the past like over 2 years I've been animating way slower than I used to, and like I'm like kind of confused on why. Like I kind of know some factors, but I don't know like fully like why that it is slower than usual. But again, this is not like a judgment to like anyone's like animation speed, and I'm not like, I promise I'm not like, you know, like I'm not like determining anyone's like value based on like how fast they animate, or you know, or I'm not, I promise it's not like, you know, like I don't base people's value or their creations value based on like how fast they make them or anything. So I promise it's not like that. And it's also not like it's not like me worrying about, oh, like I need to um um like it's, I don't know how to word it very well. Like I'm not like worrying about, you know, like clout or whatever. Um, so it's not about, oh, if I'm not fast enough, then like, I don't know if that made sense. Well, then again, I mean, I know some people like, you know, they worry about speed because they want, because of the algorithm, and like because their job, it's their job, so it's like more, there's more stakes there. So I'm not trying to like, you know, devalue that, the importance of that, but like I just mean I'm not like, I'm just saying I'm not like, well, I mean, it's not my job, so like that's not like relevant to like my reason, but also like I'm not like worrying about like, oh, like the people who watch are gonna be like annoyed, or you know, I'm not worried. I mean, I hope no one's annoyed, but like I don't probably not. But you know, it's like my own passion for the things I want to make. There's so much of it, but my channel probably looks like it's the opposite. And again, I really don't want it to come off like I'm like, you know, I promise I'm not, you know, like you know, devaluing or insulting anyone who's like, if their channel, like if their channel is like inactive or anything lately. I'm not at all trying to um like, you know, say like, oh, like people who do that like are like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that made sense what I just said. Probably not. You know, I just hope that like no one thinks that I'm like insulting like people like being inactive, or like being like slower progress, because I promise that's not it. You know, it's just like my personal thing with my own creations is that I get frustrated at myself when I know I can go way faster, and I'm, you know, it's like both I know I can go way faster and also I want to be way faster, like, because I've been making my stuff so slowly lately. And again, this is not an insult to like anyone working on things slowly. Like, you know, I'm not I don't like go up to people and go like, "Oh, how dare you you know, take so long with, you know, your episode." Like I don't do that. Like, you know, obviously, yeah, like if it's been a while, I'm going to be like, "Oh, I missed this thing. I hope it comes back soon." But like I'm not going to like, you know, I don't like, you know, disrespect like their like, you know, if they need a break or if they can't work on it or if they lose interest. I mean, if they lose interest, I like it's sad, but like I'm not like gonna be a jerk about it. Like I'm not gonna be all like, oh, how dare you like do like, you know, stop doing the thing or how dare you take a break or work slowly. Like I don't do that. So it's just like with myself, with my own stuff, I'll go harsh on myself because I because well, first of all, like, you know, it's just myself. It's that didn't come off the wrong way. I don't mean that like, you know, I like think badly. It's not like I'm like devaluing myself, you know, or anything. I just meant, you know, if I am like being harsh on myself, it's like, well, I'm not being harsh on other people. You know, and it's not like I like disrespect my own needs either or anything, but it's just like, I don't know, when I really, really want to work on something, um, there's like all the pretty much all the time, or at least almost all the time, I really, really want to work on like all these stuff I want to make, including, you know, Skywolves. But like, I know I can go way faster, but I keep like not going like nearly as fast as I mean to, and that I know I can. And it's like both this frustration of like, you know, the fact that I keep consistently like taking forever to do stuff that would think that I know, you know, it's like both I want to like be way faster and I know I can be, but like, you know, knowing I can be is like helpful but also like frustrating when it's like, okay, but like then why have I kept being slower? And again, I really don't want any of this to come off like an insult to anyone who takes longer. You know, it's just like, as I said, it's just like my own like frustrations with my own like creations. Oh, unintentional rhyme there. You know, but like um so like, you know, but you know, it's not like I'm valuing you know, it's not like I'm like putting you know, content ahead of you know, the passion and the creations here. I think that's like what I was trying to say before. Like, you know, I'm not just. It's not like about like, oh, I need to upload. Like I need to make more content. It's like it's me wanting to like, you know, upload things I make and make them quicker. And and I'm not really sure what's happened because I like I know I can do it. I've seen myself do it before. I don't know what 20-year-old me's secret was. I only know that like some factors, like yeah, my animation was a bit more simplistic. I also recently realized that the thinner lines that I've been doing, I made them slightly thicker. I'm still like trying to see if like this like will the way I'm doing it right now will work with what I'm going for. I hope so. Seems to be. Hopefully, I'm not sure, but I noticed recently that that was one of the things that was causing me to take longer, and another one was the way I drew their hair. Got like, you know, their hair got longer, which again, both of those things are perfectly, you know, of course, like, you know, it's perfectly good and awesome and valid to, you know, do like thinner lines or longer hair or whatever. It's just like, I'm just saying that those are like things that ended up making me slow down. So I'm trying to, um, kind of like trying to like remedy that. Like, I'm not saying like remedy like oh it's like an inherent bad thing or anything. I just meant like, you know, in my case of like it making me take longer, and I'm like, you know, trying to tweak the way I draw and animate them and see if that helps. Um, but yeah. Oh, I like totally forgot. I like just completely just like 10 minutes in and I'm like, oh yeah, whoops, lol, I forgot to mention that I finally have a new computer. I forgot that like that was a thing that like I mentioned in like the description of like another video a while ago. I said something about how I don't have a working computer and like I finally do have one now for the past few weeks or something. And I'm really hoping that I'll animate faster. Also, I animated a different thing like that recently that I actually, and yeah, it was pretty like simplistic, and I was like working kind of like, you know, faster than I would have liked, like as in like kind of like, you know, like you know, kind of like, oh frick, I'm running out of time kind of, you know, context, which, you know, obviously that's not ideal, and but that's not the context, that's not the, you know, that's not the circumstances I'm usually under. So, you know, and but like the point is, it reassured me like, whoa, like, you know, I do still got it in me. I can still animate like, you know, a few minutes in like only like a couple few days or something, you know. Um Also, but yeah, I'm still on scene 2 somehow, and I'm not saying that as an insult. Damn it, I often just like say stuff and then worry that the thing I said was accidentally an insult to whoever, and then I'm like paranoidly clarifying that. Well, would I say it's paranoidly? I mean, it's like, obviously it's good to like, you know, make sure that people know that, you know, that you didn't mean it that way. So like, I'm not saying it's like completely unjustified or, you know, or pointless or irrational or anything. I'm just saying it's also like, you know, this like it just keeps happening incredibly frequently where, you know, um but yeah, that's right. I was also going to talk about things. I wanted to give some more updates on Skywolves as well. So the animation, I'm really trying. I know I keep saying that like 8,000 million times, and I keep like saying like, oh, hopefully I'll try to be faster and upload things more often, and then I like don't upload things more often, and I'm like, damn it, I was hoping I would this time. And again, that's not an insult. Like if that happens with anyone else, of course. The entire disclaimer for this video is like, I don't mean that, you know, this, none of this is an insult to anyone, and it's not even an insult to myself either. But yeah, so, sorry, I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Yeah. I am, oh yeah, episode wise. Okay, so there's like I think pretty sure there's gonna be like 8 scenes in this episode, and I am about a, keep in mind this is a rough, I don't know how accurate this will be, but maybe a third in to scene 2 right now. Yeah, so, but yeah, anyway, yeah, it might be, there might be some kind of like rough, jarring, like, you know, in the beginning of scene 2, because I'm like, in terms of like the art style, like kind of being all over the place, and it's like, what is happening? Well, okay, I probably made it sound more exaggerated than it actually is. Sorry if there's Tourette's tics in this recording. And that's not an insult to anyone with Tourette's, by the way, or anything like that. Anyway, this whole disclaimer for this whole video is just like, none of this is an insult to anyone. So yeah, in general. So yeah, yeah, so I was saying the next few episodes I have basic outlines, um, and like ideas that I came up with for the next few episodes. Um, some more in depth than others, but I think I went up to episode, um, in terms of like the basic outlines for, or I don't think outline's the right term here. I think I don't know. It's more like just like I don't know, kind of like just a bunch of typing about stuff that's going to be in the episode, and like this episode, like will mainly focus around such and such, and at some point this thing happens, and like stuff like that. Rough kind of plan thingies. And I think for those I went up to episode, was it 8 or 9 or something like that. And but like script wise, I have 4 and 5, at least for the most part. And the reason for that is because episode 4 estimated runtime ended up being over 45 minutes long, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just split that into 2 episodes. So yeah, that's why the script for episode 5 is like almost finished, because the script for episode 4 was almost finished, but then I was all like, this episode will be overwhelming for me to make it all as one episode, and also like I and obviously people can make episodes as long. It's perfectly like, obviously there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I personally am going for not like that long, so with mine, so I'm, as well as it probably being overwhelming for me, so I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be 2 episodes now. So yeah, that's why the script for scene episode 5 is now is done. Well, mostly done, because because well, I mean, I just said why do I keep saying it when I just said it? Anyway, I keep checking to make sure it's recording still, and it's like, okay, good, it is. Anyway, I also hope I'm not talking too loud because it's late, but I also hope I'm talking not too quiet so the mic is still picking me up. But yeah, the eyes, I'm still kind of like working out the eyes here, and I think I may have got it, but at the same time, some of these are storyboards are made with these eye types, so, which is obviously like, that, I'm not saying people have to be super strict about their storyboards, but I guess like I am in some aspects at least. But yeah, so Tayo, oh yeah, I've come to notice that using storyboards, I have noticed before that I've had kind of like varying, I have like varying, depending on the situation, whether or not storyboards help or hinder, sometimes I find storyboards to work really well for me, but other times I find that working without storyboards, it works better for me. So, so that was already a plan of mine for a while, is that, sometimes I'd use them and sometimes I would do it like without one, depending on like what felt like it worked better for that particular scene. But yeah, in this case, I find it like, right now at least, I'm finding that, um, working with the storyboard was, um, um, and don't get me wrong, I still love doing them, but like, it was just like, sometimes, like in this case, for example, it would like feel like I would, I'd rather like be doing this, like be doing stuff freehand, and it's faster for me. Also, I've noticed that tracing stuff is harder than drawing, because for some reason, well, actually, this problem is kind of fixed um, because um, because I made the lines a bit thicker. But yeah, that was another problem, was that, tracing storyboards made the lines, the thing would love to just be all wobbly, and I'm like, why? But yeah. and I noticed that the wobbliness problem would be more severe when I was using a storyboard. So yeah, so yeah, I want people to know though, like my passion and interest and all that for like all the like both Skywolves and other stuff of mine is like not even close to like disappeared. I'm like, and again, that's what I was saying earlier. Like this is not an insult if this applies to anyone. I'm just saying I feel like kind of sad that my channel looks like the passion isn't there, but it's actually like the opposite. But I don't want that to come off like I'm insulting anyone that like whose channel is inactive or less active or anything like that, because I don't want it to like look, I don't want it to seem like I'm saying that. So I promise that's not an insult. Like I'm not saying that like I'm not saying like, oh, you're bad if you channel is like that. All I'm saying is like I'm just saying it's like it can be like a sad situation, but it's not like you're bad for it. So like and so I'm just saying I'm like sad that, well, I don't know if sad's the right word, but like I don't know, kind of like a bit sad, I don't know, to me, for when that my channel looks like it probably from the outside it probably looks like, oh, she's probably not interested in her stuff anymore or something, I don't know. But again, that's not like an insult like to anyone. Oh, whoops. Also, I will try to make sure to do streams in the not too distant future, because I really want to do streams again, honestly. Like, I haven't done a stream in like, oh god, it's been over 2 years since I've done a stream. And I want to do them more often. And there's like been various reasons that I haven't done it in a while. Sorry if I missed anything, but from what I recall, I know some of it was, okay, don't, please don't take this like, I'm not saying, wait, hang on, I mean, I guess I technically have said before that, like, I definitely have this thing, but I don't know for sure, but I don't know what else it could be, but just, disclaimer that, I technically don't know for sure, but, like, I don't know what else it could be, but, possible, OCD that has been a hindrance to my animations, and I also didn't want that to get in the way of streams and make everything awkward. And again, I promise it's not an insult to anyone, if they struggle with something like that. And another reason was, back when I was still working on episode 3, I was working on stuff, aka the almost the almost 2 years era of time. Okay, sorry, that's not like, I'm not saying that as an insult. Anyway, back when I was still working on episode 3, I was working on stuff later in the episode, so I didn't want to stream that because spoilery stuff. And then, I mean, I guess not all of it was necessarily spoilers, I don't know, but There is also the fact that the OP, that was like, you know, a surprise thingy, so that's why I didn't stream that. And and also at some point my computer just decided to just stop working for no apparent reason, and just like, you know, and it's like, wow, okay, that's friendly of you to just like, you know, bail on me, computer. So yeah, that happened, and then it's like, oh, okay, I guess I can't animate on the computer for a while unless like I get access to a different computer, which, like, yeah, I did. That's definitely appreciative that I was able to. I hope I'm talking loud enough. So yeah, I also notice I like focus and work faster more when I'm like, when I'm like recording something, because then I'm like, you know, oh, I have to make sure that I'm like, you know, this, I'm I have to make sure that I'm not just, you know, doing nothing a whole bunch in the recording. So so yeah, Tayo is a blushy boyo. He's a precious bean. And also that moment when you're excited about characters and story stuff that you're not up to yet, and it's spoilers, so you're like, I want to gush about it, but I mean, I can gush about it to with myself, obviously, but like, it's like, you know, I'm like, man, I want to make videos about certain characters. I want to make animations, like videos and stuff about certain characters, but, well, I mean, I guess technically I could make them, but, you know, I couldn't upload them, though, for a while. Cause, like, it's like, oh, but this is spoilery stuff, so I can't do that. Oh, they're so adorable together. Sun Snow is their ship name. Oh, he's blushing. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening, is a blushy boy Tayo being adorable, cause Tayo is adorable. Also, at some point, I want to upload videos of like me doing like commentary of like the episodes, but like, you know, along with me being like, oh, but like I want to do more work and faster work on my animation first, but also like me wanting to make sure I'm in like a good mindset, like I have enough energy, I'm in the right mood. I like can't make sure my brain is like, you know, thinking of like a bunch of stuff to say. Like, it's like, you know, I want to make sure that I can like think of what I'm saying, you know, like think of, you know, a bunch of interesting things to talk about, instead of just being in a state where I'm just like blanked out, and then it's like, oh man, like I keep like failing to think of stuff to say. Where is the ground in relation to okay, so like he was leaning forward before he, like, you know, kind of like, you know, floats up in the air all cute like. That was amazing sound effects. Oh, the storyboard picture is a bit of other. Okay, you can't really tell what's happening in that. Okay, good. I mean, I don't know if it was even spoilery anyway, but like it might not have been, but like I don't know. I'm just like, oh, I hope it's not giving away too much, but yeah, cause it's like, oh yeah, but we're in scene 2. It's early. It's still early in the episode, so so it's not really spoilery. But hey, Yuki's awake, so that's something. I wouldn't say that's a spoiler. I mean, I don't think anyone really expected Yuki to like never wake up. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. Again, obligatory. You know, that's not an insult. Like if anyone did think that, well, but like people might have not known. You know, when Yuki will wake up, or you know, where Yuki will wake up, or something like that. Like, but yeah, these characters are meant to be like, you know, quick and easy to draw. Like yeah, they got like, you know, less simplistic to a degree, but they still at their core, they still like have like, you know, quick, easy to draw, like, you know, designs that like don't really take that long to draw. Oh yeah, Tourette's can be annoying. Slow down with drawing too. And I really wish that I would stop having all these things slow me down. But yeah, Tayo is an adorable, precious bean, and he just is. Deal with it. Wait, what? Okay then. So he's like, ooh. Looks kind of like he's doing a push-up. Like, how many times in this scene has it looked like Tayo's doing push-ups now? Precious boyo wants to exercise. So yeah, he's like, how do you leg? How do you leg? How does one leg? Like, something's off here. Wait. Will this help anything or not really? I don't know. Kind of. I don't know if that looks weird. Probably. I don't know. No, wait. So yes, Tayo is an adorable bean. Oh, did he just like change size? Yeah, whatever. Maybe not that much. Maybe he just haven't finished his head yet. headphones. So, sorry about the coughing and stuff. Oh frick, it's almost 3 a.m. God. Ow! Well, my ears stop hurting and also itching too from these headphones. Pain. Okay, so like, and, yeah, these characters aren't meant to take very long to draw and animate. Like, the original purpose of Kaze, and I want to go like more in depth about this, like at some point, like in a video, um, going more in depth about sky rolls and stuff. The initial, and like how it came around and like like ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, like the initial the initial point, when I first made up Kaze, she was made up as just this random little cute fluffy thing that I would like specifically to like doodle randomly a whole bunch, and like she specifically had a simplistic design for like that reason. Like because she was initially designed as this cute little emoticon looking um like super duper chibi thingy, but eventually she got the chibiness still like is still a thing when she's like when she's um when like they go chibi mode, like cause like it's like anime-esque kind of style, but like but but like but like her main like design is not like as chibi, but like she's still chibi like to a degree though, because like she doesn't like because like they still have that chibi aspect to them despite like being less chibi than before, and and they're still not the most the most complex to draw either. Like also just randomly gonna, and this is another thing I want to like go more in depth on later. I probably hopefully is I like when I'm drawing characters, and again like disclaimer, obviously characters who don't apply, this doesn't apply to, they're still awesome too. And like obviously super complex character designs and super simplistic character designs are those are definitely awesome too. I'm just also saying when it comes to like when I'm drawing characters, I like to have like my main like with drawing characters, my main preference I guess is like drawing characters where they're like they're not too complex, but also like not too simplistic. And again, this is of course this is not an insult. Any characters who have super simplistic designs or super complex designs, they're all so really awesome as well. And I'm not at all trying to say otherwise. And I'm sure I still can enjoy like drawing them too. it's just like, um, um, I don't know. This might have. I don't know if like this what I'm about to say still applies or not because it's been a few years. But I just remember a few years ago, just like randomly, I noticed at some point that like, and this is not an insult because I love Kirby, but I just meant at some point I noticed I don't have as much fun like drawing Kirby because he's like super simplistic. And that's not at all an insult to Kirby or Kirby's design. I love Kirby. I promise I love Kirby. I really hope no one takes this as. Oh, I feel like someone will. I feel like somebody might take this as me hating on Kirby. I promise it's not a hate on Kirby or Kirby having a simplistic design or simplistic designs in general. I promise I love those kinds as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just like would notice, I'd have more fun drawing characters when like, there was a bit more complexity to them, like design wise. I don't know how to describe it very well, but like I don't know, like I get kind of bored, I guess, drawing just like a ball with a face or whatever. But like I feel bad for saying that though, because like I don't want it to make it sound like I'm like bashing on that kind of character design, because I love it. It's adorable, it's endearing, it's still cool and cute too. Yeah. And like also as I'm saying this, I kind of like feel like I don't know if this like opinion of mine is even the same anymore. Well, I mean, if the part about me saying that those designs are awesome and cute, cool and cute, and and me loving them, like yeah, that's still the same. I meant I don't know if the part about me like finding it not so fun to draw is still the same, because you know I'm thinking of the fact that like I'm thinking like characters that I might have fun drawing and how they're like kind of similar in that regard, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure whether or not I'm just rambling at this point. Maybe. Anyway, I just feel like the past like couple minutes was just, it probably might have come off badly. Like it might have just come off like I was insulting Kirby or insulting simplistic character designs or something like that. When I promise that's not it. Like I would hate to come off that way because I don't want to come off that way. But yeah, so yeah, he just like he floats up and he's like, "Whoop." Why is Tayo such a precious bean? Like he's a bean. He's a precious bean. Why is Tayo so adorable? Aww. Yeah, so he's blushing. He's blushing. He's crushing. Um, blushing. Oh, he's blushing at her. Oh my god, why are they so adorable together? Why have I been recording for over 45 minutes? Alrighty. This animation of Tayo, you know, floating into the air like whoop, is almost done. Don't worry. Whoa, what is happening to Tayo's head here? I don't know what's happening with Tayo's head, but it doesn't matter if it looks weird because it's an in-between frame. As long as the animation looks like, you know, like it works with the animation. And it's appeared to, the animation appeared to work well. So that's good. I hope it wasn't just like, you know, it didn't just like look that way when it was like uncolored, but then like the color will make me like realize that it like actually looks weird or something. I don't know. So yeah, so Tayo. Oh yeah, but Kaze, Kaze was made to like, you know, be fun to draw, and you know, she wasn't as simplistic as Kirby. But again, I don't want this to come off like I'm bashing on Kirby. I promise I love Kirby, okay? And I'm not at all thinking badly of Kirby or Kirby's character design or anything like that. Well, I mean, even if people were thinking badly of it, you know, they're allowed to have opinions, like, you know, as long as they're not, like, mean about it, you know, they're allowed to have their opinions, so I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, devalue that, or, you know, demean anyone, you know, like that, you know. But, yeah, I'm just also saying that, you know, Kaze, I'm just saying, also saying Kaze was, even back when I first made up her design, she was slightly less simplistic drawing than Kirby, but she, had, like, this, like, super chibi simplistic, emoticon look to her. So, yeah. I'm trying to think, sorry. But yeah, it's pretty interesting irony to me that the Skywolves were initially made. Whoops, his bandana vanishes. The Skywolves, Kaze was specifically made to be a quick little cute fluffy character to like doodle a whole bunch on paper. And then she ended up becoming like the exact opposite, like a character, a main character in like a long running and digital animated and a series with like a bunch of episodes, like over 20 minutes long, and a whole bunch of them, and it's like, gee, yep, she sure there sure was some, was just a bit of a shift there in her original purpose. just a little bit, nothing too drastic. Sorry, I'm not talking. Yeah, so I'll hopefully make another recording soon where like I talk about more stuff. And I probably won't upload this one till like later because I need to sleep. Oh, why is Tayo so adorable? Why is he such a precious bean? He's such a precious bean. Like, oh my god, Tayo. Tayo is such a precious bean. He's a bean. I just wanna, like, pick up Tayo, like, sometimes I wish Skywolf's plush toys existed. Oh, are they adorable? And they're cool as well. Yeah. And like to scale as well. And then there could be other ones with different sizes too. Those are also really cool and cute. As well as ones that are like to scale. Scale? Why does my accent just randomly do things that don't match like my accent that like that's not like, you know, an insult or anything to like, you know, people with like accents like that or, you know, mixed accents or anything. I'm just like confused because like it doesn't line up with like what makes, because you know, like your accent generally comes from like, you know, you're surrounded by people with whatever accent, but like I didn't think I was commonly surrounded by people saying skeel instead of scale or anything like that, so I don't really know why that happens. Like I'm not like complaining, I'm just confused like why that happens, like, and like it like comes out of nowhere, like, or I don't know if it comes, I don't know, I don't know, what I say, it comes out of nowhere, I mean, I don't know, it seems like it just like randomly happens when I'm talking, like I'm not even controlling, like, but then suddenly my accent does like a thing that like is confusing and I'm like, what, why did my mouth vocal cords pronounce it that way, like not like, you know, insulting pronouncing it that way, just like, you know, the fact that it did that when it doesn't make sense for specifically me to pronounce it that way is confusing, and I'm just like, On an unrelated topic, Tayo's adorable. Oh my god, he's so, what the hell, inconsistent size. He's so small. He looks tinier here, like, hopefully it's not noticeable enough to like, cause like it's like barely there for that long. Maybe you won't be able to notice. Haha. Okay, I don't know. You probably will. Oh, I did notice it said Poppy on the screen. If you're wondering, that's from when I was animating a Goppy thing a while ago, and I still gonna do more of those. If you don't know what Goppy is, it's so the series by Happy Texan 7 and Ghost Out as well. They both make it. Called The Marvelous Adventures of Danny DeCamp, and there's a fan ship of these two characters called Gracie and Poppy, and the ship name is Goppy. So yeah, that's what if you're like, what's Goppy? That's your answer right there. bloop. I mean, I say bloop, I think of bloopers. That makes me think of underwater Mario music. That specific music that I was singing was the one from Super Mario Bros. 3, pretty sure. Oh, frick, it's like 3:16 a.m. Damn it, I need to stop. Sorry, I was just like quickly finishing this thing. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Apparently, me saying this thing reminded me of this machine. Okay. Tayo is an adorable bean. We must protect the adorable bean from adorable bean harm. They're all so adorable. Why are they so adorable? Makes me so happy to like see my creations come to life too, and other people's creations as well. Whee! Yeah. Tayo and Yuki are. Oh my god, this recording's almost an hour long. What the frick? Hey, remember at the beginning when I said, watch me say short, and then it turned out to be super long? Okay, don't get me wrong. I definitely love the recording though, and I'm not like regretting, you know, like, yeah, I need to stop staying up so late, but, you know, I love the recording. I'm not at all wishing it away or anything like that, so, you know. And the stuff I said in it and everything like that, you know, I'm not wishing it away. Although I do hope that none of it came off like an insult to, like, anyone or any character or anything else either. You know. So, hopefully, I will animate some more in a recording and stream stuff as well. Hopefully it'll be not too long. That's right, earlier, like way earlier when I was saying the thing about, you know, I'll try to make sure in the not too distant future I was gonna like, I think I forgot to like clarify, I was gonna clarify like, you know, well, something, I don't know, say something about how like I shouldn't say that because I don't know how well I can guarantee that, but like I really hope, and I'm trying, you know, to make sure, I'm gonna like try to, because I really want to stream Skywolf's animation soon, and animating other things too. I would love to stream other animations and drawings and stuff like that. But yeah, as well as like do recordings and other things too, and all these awesome, amazing things and stuff like that. So yeah. You will hear something briefly.
I think I'm alright. Thank you, Tayo.
That was adorable, and I accidentally didn't stop it in time, so you just got a loud ass throat clearing, and you're probably like, what the hell was that all about? You're probably like, what the frickety flickshire was with the loud ass throat clearing? Like, Or maybe you won't be confused, maybe, I don't know. Oh my god, they are so adorable. Okay, I just gotta remember, you know, to put next time I work on this, put his mouth, oh, and the eyebrows too, and also the shadow under him as he floats up, and sorry if I forgot anything again, but yeah. Aww, why are they so adorable? Alright, Alrighty. Well, that was immensely long recording. Well, catch you next time and stuff like that. And remember to never give up on your creations and all that. I mean, I'm not like forcing you, but you know, I don't want people to give up on their creative dreams or just their dreams in general, unless their dreams are like, you know, horrific stuff like killing people. Wow, what a great note to end on. Anyway, so yes, never give up on your harmless dreams and 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 awesome. You are awesome. If you're not a terrible person, which I'm sure the people watching are not terrible people, because you know, I mean, obviously. I hope that I didn't imply otherwise. Anyway, goodbye everyone. Until next time. I'm a person. I'm a person. Okay, really, you don't say. Oh, I can't sing that high that quietly. Never mind. Um, totally, I totally, don't fail at singing that tune, usually. That was sort